Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here and I'm back for another crafty video. So, today we're just going to make something. Just need to do something. I'll tell you why as we go. So, what I've done is I've got out these two pieces of, they're just packaging that I've kept from various things. I think this had crafty things in, and this had tropical tropical fruit slices. It'd be hard to get a tropical flute in there. And then these are some bits that Brian gave me. He got these from scrap. He wasn't sure what they were. I think they are things that go on the top of posh chocolates. So that nice little bit of tissue you get on posh chocolates. Anyway, he also gave me these because he absolutely loved what I did with these. So we might get the alcohol inks out and give these a go, because what he's done is he's used distress inks, distress oxide, sorry, and he was able to stain the background but not the foreground. So he wants me to see if I can do something with those, and I think he's being slightly over ambitious on how many things he thinks I can get through, but we might come to those, or we might have those in another video. I also bought myself some stamps. I don't know whether these are ones from anybody specific, but I got them from Amazon, which I think they're also available on AliExpress. Globeland.com they've come from. But, you know, they were £1.99, I think. No, £1.79. So I bought Brian some for his birthday. Now he knows how much I paid. Shh, that's not all he had, by the way. It's just that these came later than his birthday, so I just wanted to have a bit of a play. I might have a play with those. Well, again, we'll see what the situation is, as it develops. So, yeah, so I wanted to do something with these. These I also found, these are fussy cuts that I have made in various times, and there's also some like tea card style things in there. And I just thought, you know, I need to make something. I need to do something with all the stuff that's around me. The mat hasn't changed, by the way. It's just the other side of it. I know it's very busy. However, the other side is completely covered in glue because I've been working on something for the diorama journal, but unfortunately it's not finished yet, so I'm not going to show it until I know whether it works or not, and then if it doesn't work I won't bother showing it. So there you go, method in my madness. So this has got a bit curly wonky, but we can sort all of those things out. So what I thought is, let's get this one covered and we'll see how we go. I'm aiming for an hour today, and then if I've got more to do after an hour, I'll stop it and do another video. So the first thing I need to do is to cut this, and would you Adam and Eve it? Would you believe it? He's put his knife away. There he goes. Okay, so talking about he's put his knife away. Nothing to do with that, but just I've had a terrible day and it rhymes, so I thought I'd tell you. Oh, that's not working, is it? That's because it's the wrong way round, Dave. There we go. Sorry, I've got to change my blade, and I've got to tell you anyway. So, as some of you may know, I've had an eye infection. Well, I had an eye infection in my left eye, and now, I had a small eye infection in my right eye. That then I ended up with an infection in my left eye. Don't worry, I don't cross-contaminate or anything. I have blepharitis, so I know how to look after my eyes. I use hot compresses and all sorts of things to be able to keep my eyes clean and free of goo. However, because I've been run down, so it turns out it also transpires that I've had shingles, and anyway, so eye infection, shingles, very painful. It just isn't the wrong way around. Get off. Yeah, so eye infection, very painful. Shingles, but painful. Not very well. The infection moved from right to left, then back to I've still got a little bit of infection in my left eye, on to my right eye now. My right eye has been bad for over 10 days and it's still poorly. So I went to the doctors yesterday. So I now have things to try and help me feel better, he says. So I don't know. Will it? Won't it? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to cover this. I think I'm just going to cover it in a bit of paper, and if that's the right size, I will use that. If it isn't, I will just make it the right size. So I've got a bit of pen on here, but anyway, I've got to go. Sure, I can obliterate that. So yeah, so it's not been great. You know, I'm on it. I'm being honest. I've felt better. And then, of course, this morning, it all went horribly Pete-tong wrong. If it could have happened, it did happen. So I put ointment in. I've had a very bad night, like sleep-wise, etc. And anyway, just generally not feeling very well. Won't go into details, just wasn't feeling very well, put it that way. And there you go, got a rubbing of that. 11 tall new fire regs. 11 metre. I don't know, 11 metre tall new fire regs. Oh right, okay, that's fine. I've been doing the health and safety course and I've just realised what that is. Buildings over 11 metres now have new fire regulations, and one of our buildings is over 11 metres, so I need to know what they are. Anyway, scissors. If I were a scissor, where the hell would I be? Oh, there. So anyway, I'd put the drops in my, well, that is ointment in my eye. And the problem with putting ointment in your eye, especially when you've been told to put it in both eyes, is I did put it in both eyes, but then you can't see. So I was walking down the stairs I have some really lovely glass mugs that I got from JYSK, and one of them's my favourite, which is the yellow one, and then there's another one that is blue. It's my less favourite because I don't like the way that the drinks look in it, but I love it anyway because I like I like to drink tea from a slim lipped cup because I think it tastes better. So, and I know I'm weird, don't worry, we know this, we've established this, you know me, I'm weird, so we're just elephant in the room, I'm weird. So I mean that wasn't brilliant, but that wasn't too bad, was it? Could have been worse. So anyway, I put this ointment in my eye, and I put it in both eyes, which I know was stupid, but like it blurred my vision. It does blur your vision, but it was starting to come back, and I was starting to feel better. And then I was walking down the stairs with this cup, and I know you can, like, you've already jumped ahead. You're on season 2 now, aren't you? But yeah, so I fell on the stairs. I stumbled and threw the glass down the stairs, which smashed into a million pieces. I'm coming down the stairs with nothing on my feet. Obviously that caused an issue. Vic was in a hurry, so he was like not really able to stay and help. He picked a few bits up because he didn't want me to hurt myself, but then he had to go, and I was running behind anyway for work because of not being very well, and eyes, and also because he'd had to use the bathroom to get ready. You know what it's like. You know what the queue for the bathroom can be like. I mean, there's only 2 of us, but like it still gets ridiculous. We don't normally go out at the similar time. Anyway, I was supposed to be having training today on our new phone system, which meant that I was running late, which meant that I wasn't going to be able to attend the training unless I was doing it from home. Anyway, so I was trying to get sorted so that I could do it from home. I just ran out of time because then the coffee maker exploded on me. So the I was making a drink in the Tassimo, and it sometimes the pods fail on you, and it happened to. Do you know what? I'd literally put it in, thinking, well, so far I haven't had an issue with mine, because I don't know why it was in my head, but like I was just thinking, people go on about like, oh, they fail and like me, and it makes a real mess to clean up, and like I was thinking, that's literally as I put the thing in. So I've told myself I'm winning the lottery tomorrow, because just in case like I've suddenly become a soothsayer, a fortune teller, or that sort of thing, a foreboding. Maybe I can see only bad things and not good things. Anyway, so I had to clean that up. So then I had to vacuum the stairs as well, because obviously I'd got, this is not going well, is it? I'd had thrown the glass, and the glass had like literally could it have shattered into more pieces? I don't think it could. So I'd had to tidy all of that up, and then still trying to get ready for work. And then I turned my laptop on, and it wanted to do a flaming update. When like it wants to do an update and you say postpone. Yeah, I was trying to do postpone, and it literally shut down. Started it on its update. So then I had a bit of a meltdown, which didn't help, because like everything was starting to get a little bit on top of me. And anyway, I ended up missing the training. And I asked for it to be rescheduled, and I can't remember what his. I mean, I don't want to use his name, but I think he's an implementation manager. And I've got to say, I've got a bit of a fraught relationship with him. Bearing in mind, we've just paid thousands for a new contract with this company, and I feel like they've had our money, and now they're just like, they can treat you like however they like. But anyway, I said to my implementation manager, look, I'm not going to make the training. I couldn't log into the portal either. He came back with, he's reset the portal. He can't reschedule the training. So I explained what the situation was, told him that I was having a bit of a meltdown. So like, which is terrible, because like I don't really, you choose who you disclose these things to. You guys know I'm autistic. I don't always want to disclose things like that to just random people. I mean, like, you could say, well, hang on a minute, you've kind of told everybody on social media and through YouTube, but that's my decision, and I choose when and where is appropriate. So he, once I'd said this, he said, oh, I've had a problem with my autistic son. He was causing a bit of a nightmare. And so, I can't stop myself from being honest. And I just said, well, I'm sure he didn't mean to cause you any problems. I'm sure he was just basically dealing with, I said, because I can see it from the inside, I can assure you he didn't mean to cause you any problems. He was just probably dealing with a lot. Anyway, he came back with, I'll see if I can reschedule I'll see if I can find out the dates for the rescheduled training. So he'd gone from, he wasn't going to do anything. I have to disclose to him that I'm autistic and I'm in the middle of a meltdown, to suddenly being able to find me this new training. So yes, you could say that it was fortunate that I told him, but shouldn't have to. You should just treat people well. You should just accept that everybody's going through some pants in their life. So anyway, that bit sorted. It all went, and if it could have gone wrong this morning, it went wrong, and like the day has felt a bit like that. Like things have just happened and not gone very well, and my eye is still I've still got blurred vision in it, and this glue isn't coming out, and I'm on the edge of losing my mind. I say I'm on the edge of losing my mind. I don't know whether it can be on the edge of something that's already happened. So why? Tell me why. What is the problem? What is the problem with you? What is the problem? Why are you just being a pain in the backside? Not you guys, sorry. Just talking about this thing. What is wrong with it now? Oh, right, massive blob. That was the massive blob. I was trying to get out and it just wouldn't come out. Right. 4 hours on fixing the glue. Hopefully, we're there now. How long did that take? I did start a timer because I thought, it doesn't recognise my face because I've got a swollen eye, which doesn't help. So it's like I'm now suddenly like incognito because I've got a swollen eye. It took 15 minutes to sort all of that out. But anyway, we're here now. So it's not gone terribly well. I'm still owe a video call to Sue at Paper Inspirations because I just haven't had a moment, and I feel guilty because I haven't had a moment. I feel like I need to tell her, you know, what's gone on. Well, I don't feel like I have to. I never feel pressured by it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I feel pressured. I'm just saying that, you know, when you want to do the things that you want to do and you just don't have the time to do the things you want to do because there's so many other things that you don't want to do that are happening around you. So yeah, it's one of them. And I'm very autistic. I guess I'm very autistic, typically autistic, you could say, because I don't like changing my routine. So this morning really threw me out, and it's not Vic's fault, but you know, he's a bit like me. He doesn't like. Well, I've told him this. I've told him already. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose for him, but I have told him I think he's autistic. So maybe that's the reason why we get on, or maybe that's the reason why we get so fraught with each other. I don't know. All of the above. I don't know. Anyway. So, what was I going to say? I don't know. So, don't know now. Yeah, so, eye, still painful. But also, I have a medical, I guess that's playing on my mind a little bit. I've got a medical procedure going on tomorrow. I've got to have an endoscopy. I've got to have a camera down my throat. So, of course, that's in the back of your mind, isn't it? It's one of those things that you're going to be, you know, I'm not worried about it. I know roughly what they're like. I've not had one. I've had one the other end, which we won't talk about. We'll definitely not talking about it. But I've had one the other end. But and like, you know, it doesn't matter how simple, straightforward, normal, routine it is for other people. It's just one of those things, one of those extra things that ramps the pressure up for you. So anyway, you know, it is what it is, and I am what I am, and I want it's my world, and I want to have a little pride in, and all of those things, and all of the above, Dave. So I might not be able to do this one. I didn't do a very good job of the last one, to be fair, did I? So no, don't know where. Okay, fine, Dave. Just leave it and tear it off. That might be the answer. Tear it. We'll try and leave the Batley. It says Batley there. St James Batley. Anyway. Let's put the glue. Oh no, let's put the glue on here. I don't know where I'm putting the glue. Tell you what, let's use some glue stick. So, yeah, I've got a procedure tomorrow. I've got to have an endoscopy, so I've got to have the camera down my throat because I've been having problems with not being able to swallow. I do have a little bit of something that I don't know what it's called. I'm not convinced I know what it's called. It's blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a glue book at the minute. I don't know. Well, since we've had a tidy up in here, it's all a mystery to me. Oh, found something. Yeah, that'll do. Some of them, they'll do. That'll do. Don't know what it is. What is it? Oh, that's actually a book that I could use. Let's use this. So anyway. So yeah, the procedure tomorrow. Gonna have an endoscopy. That's the camera down your throat. I know it's nothing. It's not anything really to worry about. And my mum's had one, so she knows what they feel like. I just could do without it. I'd rather, I've taken time off work. I'd rather be at home crafting than having that down my throat. So, but I'm sure I'll be fine. And anyway, to you guys, it'll be past tense because I'm filming this on Thursday the 26th of January, and the procedure is happening on Friday the 27th of January, and so it'll all be over by the time you see this or hear this next. So I'll say see or hear it because I know some of you listen rather than watch. So anyway, that's what's been going on in my life, and it's all just a bit much. I know that I've been run down. I must have been run down. I had shingles. That was a real sign of you not being well, because it's something that lies dormant in your body, isn't it? It's not something you get. It's something that's dormant from when you had chickenpox. So, she said to me, well, if you'd come sooner, I could have done something about it. Like, I could have done something to help you. Well, that's great, but I didn't know I'd got chickenpox. Chickenpox. It wasn't even chickenpox. I didn't know I'd got shingles. I just knew I was unwell and I was very spotty. I'm not a doctor. I can't self-diagnose, so I try not to self-diagnose. Let's face it, everybody's got leprosy and it's something that's going to fall off. If you look at everything, if you look at all your symptoms, the root cause is leprosy. So, like, I've got a snivel. Has something fallen off? And then it's leprosy. I'm only joking. Yeah, but don't Google it. Many a true word spoken in jest. So what you're supposed to do. And I know that we have free medical here. We don't have to pay for going to the doctor, so it's not a I can't afford to go or anything like that. It's just I don't know. I don't instantly think just because something's a little amiss. I'm like, let's face it, I've been poorly with COVID, so like, I didn't think just because something was amiss that I instantly need to see a doctor. So, and it's funny, like, I know I've said this before, but when you look at the diagnosis, like I've just said, I don't self-diagnose, but like I've obviously looked it up. When you look it up in the UK, it's basically everything. They do everything to keep you away from the doctors. Is it painful? Yes. leave it a week. If it's still painful, then look at this page again. So then you look at the page again because it's been a week and it's still painful. Then it's a case of has it swollen? No, it hasn't swollen. Okay, so we'll leave the page now. Come back if it swells up, and then you come back because it's swollen up now. Is it tender to touch? Yes, it is. Okay, we'll leave it a week and see if it's still tender to touch. And then you go through all of these things, and then you get to then it'll say, you know, has it fallen off? No. Well, go and see your GP who can make an appointment. Blah blah blah. And if you say no, it hasn't fallen off. If you say yes, it has fallen off, then they say, well, you're cured then. It's now no longer a problem. In America, you get a splinter in your finger, and because it's a money-making exercise, it's instantly go to the emergency room, pay $30,000. But, you know, I jest. I jest, and like I say, many a true word spoken in jest. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if it's too blue. I think it's too blue. So I won't use it. If it's too blue, then it can go. Do one. It can do one. How about a bit of music? Oh, a bit of music paper always resolves every situation, doesn't it? A bit of music paper. Well, if it's not a bit of music paper, then a bit of music will do the same thing. So put that on there. I didn't ink the edges. Do I want to ink the edges? Let's lightly link bink, rink-dink, rinkety-bink, panther. The rinkety-bink panther. He's a gentleman, a scholar, he's an acrobat. The rinky-dink panther. Oh, excuse me. He really is a groovy cat. Did you know? He's a gentleman, a scholar, and he's an acrobat. I quite like that on there, but that doesn't. That's a finishing embellishment, Dave. Not a starting embellishment. See if we can stick another bit of these, a few pieces of these very brittle paper somewhere. No, let's try this. The Lion and the Unicorn. I'm not lying, I'm telling the truth. I know, again, old jokes, like to recycle them. So yeah, I'm glad to just spend some time with you guys, because at the moment nothing has broken, fallen off, crashed down, stopped working. And one thing I haven't done is brought myself a drink. You know, I always say I need to have drinks next to me when I'm working, and I've forgotten to bring myself a drink, which means that my voice is now drying up, and I have to keep myself hydrated because I'm not allowed to drink or eat anything 6 hours before I go for the procedure. So I'm all right for now, but I don't want to get to the point where I'm dehydrated, because come the morning I won't be able to rehydrate myself, because I'll be within the 6-hour deadline window, because I am telling you now, I am not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning just so I can have something to drink. Sorry, not happening. Don't like getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So, although, to be fair, my brain can't do anything but get up at 8 o'clock in the morning these days. But I'm still going to have to get up about 8 anyway to get ready for work. Do you know what it is? I don't know. Do you know what it is? I don't know. Because if you know what it is, do you want to tell me? Because I don't even know what I'm saying. Why did I start that sentence? I have no idea. Please, somebody tell me what the heck I'm talking about. And if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, then join the club, because nobody else does. Some tips on glazing. Don't bother. Just leave your windows open. Using this book. It's a book. What do you use books for? Oh, we use them for cutting up. So does it say that? Using this book. Cut it up. Take it out the gubbins from the inside. And then turn it into something beautiful. More beautiful than it was in the first place. I mean, it was a book in the first place, so it was probably beautiful anyway, but like, make it something different, but something that isn't a book any longer. I think I might need to straighten that. It's all a bit wibbly, wobbly, but never mind. Oh, get off me. So thank you for helping me to resolve my mental health, and I don't even know what I was doing with that. So maybe have that there. Now, what I was thinking is I wanted to have. Oh, this is what I wanted to have. A fousey coat on it, maybe a fousey cut. Do I want a fousey cut? Oh, I like that. It's just not. I don't think it's enough. I could always have more, couldn't I? Tomato. But those there, maybe. I don't know. I'm not definitely sold on it. Put that on there, maybe. That would definitely cover. Or maybe the two. That would go. That'll do nicely. Maybe have that there. Like that. We'll keep this as a little window. Do you know what? I really like that. Do you know what? I'm going to do it. Do you know what? I am. Do you know what else? It just is. Just thought I'd tell you. Guess you didn't know. So I'm trying. I don't know whether you've noticed, folks, but I am trying. Bearing in mind I do a full-time job as well. To get out at least 3 videos a week. So they should be coming out every other day. So I can't say what days they fall on, because remember the week has 7 days in it, which means that every other day means that it falls on different. So week 1 is Monday, Tuesday. No, that's a full week, Dave. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Monday, Friday, Sunday, yeah. And then week 2 is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So I'm trying to do it like that. Now, it does mean that means that I don't do a live anymore, and I've stopped doing it. The reason why I've stopped doing a live is I just cannot rely completely on my voice again yet. Dave, stop leaving the damn lid off the top of your glue, because this is what happens, and this is why it won't come out. Is it just me that does such things? Please don't say yes. Safety and number. Oh, let's see. Look, now I've got it all like oozing out. So yeah. So I am trying. And I'm trying to do alternate videos. So I will do. It doesn't always work, because sometimes I have to kind of catch up with things, or I might have a haul video or something like that. But I am trying to do it so that you have a something different video interspersed between the journal-y video, the diorama journal video, because I'm aware that that's not for everybody, but also I don't want to give up on it. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna never gonna be able to talk again. That's just why I should have had a drink nearby, but never mind. So yeah, I've stopped doing the lives because of that, because I can't rely on my voice at the moment. So apparently it can be a very long recovery period, so I will just play it by ear, take it easy, see how it goes, no pressure, just it happens when it happens. No, Dave, that's not the glue you want. This is not the glue you are looking for. That reference is completely lost if you've never watched Star Wars. So, even if you have watched Star Wars, you might not even know what the reference is. Anyway, so forget it. Shut up, Dave. Shut up, Dave. So I'm just going to do the videos for the time being until such time as I feel I'm more confident about my voice. And I'm hoping I will just add it in, and it'll be an addition rather than an instead of. So I'm happy with that. I like the look of that. I do want to kind of just straighten it up, so maybe get a guillotine. Off with his head. Oh no, not that kind of guillotine. No. You'd be lucky to get my head in there. So let's put that in there. Well, I was going to say straighten it up, but I don't know whether I've got one straight edge to straighten up. But oh no, that is a straight edge. That one there. That's the one straight edge I have. Don't want to go too close because I don't want to cut the top of the orange off. There we go. Do that. Oh, hello, it's me. Well, I know it's you because I can tell. And which is the one with the straight? That's the straight edge, Dave. I'll put that in there. Chop that off. And I'd just like to chop that off. And is it too big? No, it isn't. Aren't I looking now? You can tell that that's not straight. Well, I don't know whether you can tell that that's not straight. The plastic isn't straight. Doesn't mean to say that the thing isn't straight. Depends on how much attention to detail there was in the factory when they were making it. Not very much, I would have thought. So anyway, so that's the one. Let's have a look. What are we on? What is the time? 37 minutes. Blimey, doesn't time go quickly? Well, it goes quickly for me. It might feel like forever. It might be like watching paint dry for you guys. But if it is, there's not a lot I can do. It can only be me. So let me move that because it's starting to get a little dark in here. I mean, it's, well, no idea. 5 to 10 in the evening. So, definitely won't get a chance to do anything with that. I always overestimate what I can do in a time period, but I think I'm going to put that on there. I like that. Should I have it that way up? Should I have it that way up? No, I think I want it that way up. I think I want it like that. I think I'm going to have it like that. Well, I'm damn well going to do it. Especially now that the glue is flowing, although I need to put the lid on and nobody told me. Well, if you did tell me, you might have told me, but you weren't shouting loud enough and I couldn't hear you because, I'm in Batley. I nearly said Coventry, but I'm not in Coventry. I'm from Coventry. I'm just not in Coventry. Move it down a little. Put that on. I feel it needs like a word or something, and there was one here, and I was thinking maybe dreams of places far away and daring adventures. Maybe it needs that. Does it need that? Is that too big? Too little? Too much? Not enough? Does it need colouring? I feel it needs to be a bit softer in its colour. Or streaky, Dave. I don't mind streaky. There we go. That's better. That's the more the colour I was looking for, is the aged look. Like me. He's got grey hairs and he's balding at the top. Balding, I mean bald. Yeah, I like that. I'm trying to just use things from my desk, really. And I think I might put something in the top corner. Got a bit of an idea about what I might do up there. But I'll stick this on here for now. Let's get that on. Don't wipe it too much, Dave. You're going to wipe all the colour off it. Well, you can always put a bit more on. So, I've got these. I haven't used one of those for a while. Now, let's have a look. It kind of blends in though, doesn't it? That's the problem. I'm sorry for coughing, people. It just is. Maybe that one. Maybe not. Maybe I can't get it off. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. Maybe, who knows? Tune in next week when you find out whether I could. Let's use that one. Hang on, let's undo this tassel. Oh. It's like one of those Christmas puzzle pieces that you give to people, just like a brain teaser thing. I don't even know how I got them on, to be fair. How did I get them on? Easier than I can get them off, that's how. The only reason I got that off is because it was first, so maybe I could do a drop shadowy thing. That's not hideous, is it? It's not hideous at all, Dave, at all. It's not hideous. Oh, Dave, don't do that. I apologise now profusely to all those people I have just upset. So the side of my desk has got a little messy again. I will be totally honest with you. But hey ho. Maybe put that on there. And I had somewhere, I did have a 2 and 6. I see. I told you when I was tidying my desk. I thought, ooh, that's one of them. Maybe we could have that. Is that too bulky? That's too bulky, Dave. The 2 and 6 fits nicely in there. Maybe the 2 and 6. Maybe I have that on the. Maybe I'll have that separate. Right. Okay. Let's find something for this. Okay. So I could do with. I'd bought myself some dies. But I have no idea what they are. I don't know. Bought them a while ago and I just really don't know. I don't know these things. I don't care. What shall I do? Shall I have a herb? Dave, don't put that in your. I've just put my finger in my mouth, which doesn't help. Let's see, what do I have to hand? Nothing. Nothing of the right sort of calibre of thing. I wanted a word, or I was actually looking for a number. I'll be honest with you, I was looking for a number, and I don't know. I use a mobile phone these days. Nobody knows anything about numbers these days. They just are. They appear before our eyes. We don't have forgotten how to use numbers. Well, we have. I was being silly to start with, but we've forgotten about numbers now, because we don't have to remember telephone numbers anymore, because they're in a phone that we carry around. You don't have to know how to add things up, because we can use a calculator that we also carry around. It's just become all too easy. Too easy. Let's see what I've got here. I've got these little cards that have got ferns on. Is it too... Does it blend in too much? That's the only thing. I think it does. Oh, you know what? I don't... No, let's go. Let's do that, Dave. We're either going to put that on it, or we're going to pick something from here. But the thing is, I think these are too translucent, if you know what I mean. My drift? Yep, they're too translucent. We won't use one of them. So, we're going to put those two. Oh, all there's this. So these were sent to me from Leslie. Silvermoon Creations, and I could put one of them on, I don't know. Let's tear one out and see. I don't even have to put the whole thing on, I could just put some of it on. Gentle. No, not that. No, I'm going to stick with this. Right, let's ink these edges up. Now that you've decided what you're doing, Dave, let's get some more ink on there. That is pathetic. That's better. That's more to my inky standard. Try and get the little bits in the middle of the owls. In the owl. Get here, the owl. So. Note to self, bring a drink with you onto your next video, Dave. Note to self, there's absolutely no point in me telling myself that, because I won't remember. I'll come off this video and it'll be all a blur. I won't remember what I've done, what I've said, who I've seen. And that's the reason why I know some people have said that I repeat myself. Do you know why I repeat myself? Because I really don't remember saying any of it. So I have a terrible verbal retention memory, and it's the same terrible verbal retention memory, whether it's talking about stuff that personal stuff or worky stuff or whatever. It just does not stick in my head. So there are some things that do, and there are other things that don't. I didn't realise they were double-sided, but anyway, I've chosen which side I wanted in my head. I made a mental decision before I'd even noticed that they were. It was an option, right? Okay, I just want to. Oh, I really need to check that other punch, don't I, to see whether I saved it from when it fell in my tea. Oh gosh, aren't I good? Just mirrored that shape at the top. I know I haven't mirrored it all the way around, but I guess I could do, couldn't I? I mean, it's not going to be perfect. What's perfect? What is the word perfect? It doesn't exist. It's a foreign and alien concept to me. This perfection. This perfection. Malarkey. This perfection malarkey. I love that word, malarkey. So, again, not sure whether that's a translatable word. Does it? Does it translate across the pond? Do people understand what that means? Malarkey. There we go. And then we're just going to stick that on. Don't want to make it too bulky, so that other thing is makes it just a bit bulky. So pop that in the corner like that. You know, and if I wanted to, if I find those dies, I can always stick a number 2 over it or something. That sounds wrong. I don't mean I'm going to stick a number 2 over it. Not that sort of a number 2. Right, okay. if I was a corner punch, where would I be residing? Nope. That's not a corner punch. Okay, if I was another corner punch, where would I be? I have no idea. Where was... Oh, let's use this one. Good old faithful, the one that's always hooked up. It's hooked up. I could always do the other side. But I'm not going to at the minute. So let's put that in there. Try and get that one lined up so we don't get a staggered edge. Oh yeah, take the other eye out. That's not a good idea. Going back to the doctors, what have you got in your eye now? Well, just a piece of paper that from the crafty thing that I was doing. Now that one I can't do because that's into close proximity, but I can always... Okay, that was like cutting dog's toenails. That was really rough. 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 It was really... I didn't mean it like that. But that's the way it came out. So, I'm definitely not going to be able to cut around one of them. Oh, that was not a very good corner, is it, Dave? Well, it's not the best, but hey, we can't really tell. So there we go. So that's that one. That's a little tag. Well, tag. We could make it a tag, I guess. A card. It's a card. So this, because I found this, I'm going to put this on here and turn this into a little thing too. This is going to have that, because that sits nicely just inside there. So we're going to stick it to there. It's like it was meant to be, 2 and 6. Yeah, made a little, that was a very quick resolve, wasn't it? What's the time? Mr. Wolf. 52 minutes. What can I do in 8 minutes? Let's see what I can do in 8 minutes, shall we? Right, okay. Let's get guillotine. Even if we only make make some headway with this, that's what we're looking to do. Make some headway. It's got nothing done to it. Anything is bonus. This is a box, so I'm just going to cut top and bottom off first. And then we are going to cut this bit off now. We're going to cut this bit off. I don't know why I'm singing to you, but I can, and I have, and I do. And I'm nuts. There is absolutely nobody arguing with that, Dave. Should I take the £1 B&M sticker off it? Oh yeah. B&M is one of the cheap stores in the UK. So, oh, I've been doing... Yeah, oh no, I said that at the start, didn't I? I've been doing something with some stuff that I won't tell you about until I know whether it works or not. So we like the vague and random stuff, don't we? So I was thinking maybe I can cover this with this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, let's use a thing first, Dave. A ruler. Let's use one of them. Thinking if I make this kind of a little bit opaque at the back, so do I want to glue it down around the edge? Yes. Do I want to glue it actually to the thing? No. Do I know where I need to put the glue to? No. Do I need to know? No. There's a lot of no's going on here. There isn't a front or a back. Let's hope it's not waxy, because if it's waxy, it won't stick. Okay, so far so good. Oh, that's obviously had glue on it. It has, because it's it's got glue on it. No, because it was stuck to that thing. That's why I knew it got glue on it. Okay, so there's that. And then maybe this is where this should come in. Maybe we can have that on there. Will Brian cry if I use that? Because he loves it. So he may well cry. So you know, if I've made him cry, I'm really sorry. I'm not. It wasn't a deliberate act. It's just, it's my stuff. Get your hands off, Brian. It's my stuff. No, Dave, you have to use the knife that way up. Otherwise, you end up cutting yourself. Dave, no, that's going not very right, is it? Oh, that's because there is no glue on that bit. That's why. And there is no glue on there. But there is now. Put that over there for now. Oh no, hang on. Bring it back. Bring it back. Sing it back. Bring it back. Sing it back to me. That'd be a bit much. Back to about there, I think. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to cover the other bit with a bit of newspaper. Not all of it. Shall I go for a semi-cover? A semicolon? Yeah, let's just go for that. Let's just put a bit of glue down. This is speed crafting. I mean, like, nobody said I had to finish at sticking this on the right, yeah. Just had a moment there, sorry. Nobody said I had to finish it in an hour, but you know, I'm trying to limit myself to an hour. It's going to be a little bit over an hour today. But you know, you're all right, won't you? You know, if you've got to go and take the washing in, go and take the washing in. That's fine. You can leave me. I'm fine. I'll be here when you come back. Well, I won't. Well, there's something will be up here. There's always something on my channel. I've got lots of things. I've looked the other day. I'm like at 360 odd videos, which is like, whoa, 360 odd videos. And trust me, they're very odd. Some of those videos. 360 odd. I don't know why I say 360 odd. It's something my parents used to say. So there's that. We're going to have this kind of come in over this side. So we want something kind of... In fact, I'm going to take off what I don't need. I can see from here where it needs to go to. I'll take that bit off. I'm going to put that... Shall I glue it down now? Or shall I make a decision? Right, let's do something up here. So I need a little bit of a tearing out of something. That's not the right colour. Put your pin in there for a minute, Dave. No. That's why I don't put the pin in it, because I can't actually get the pin in speed record time. It's a bit weird, but I might put that. No. That, like that, maybe. That's fine. That's why I don't put the glue in it. Because it gets annoying. I'll put that up there. I know it's green. But, you know, we're kind of covering green. And then any green that shows through doesn't look quite so ridiculous. And we need to put something on down here. So let's get something. It doesn't matter what it is. Oh no, that's a terrible picture, isn't it? To have like a bloke lying on the floor. A bloke. Flipped it over. No more blokes lying on the floor. The bloke was a bit of a joke. So, pop that on there. Cover that bit up. And that bit. Glue this down. Get right to the edge on those teary bits. I mean, like the back of it is quite pretty as well, to be fair, but it's got a bit of a 50s vibe to it, the back of that, so put that on there, stick it down. It hangs over a little bit, but we're not worrying too much. I am going to stick that bit down, I think. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it down with an edge of something. Yeah. I think it'll just make a bit of a better grip to it, rather than if I try and squodge that, it'll just go all wrinkly on the front. Squidge. Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to do that to kind of just hold it down. Cool. Let's do gruff. Get off, gruff. Cut that down. Cut the edge of this off. Get it off me. Okay, don't get off me now. Alright then, be difficult. Let's see if I care. And then, right, did I get that? I did. I wasn't sure whether I managed to get all of that off. Let's just put this, let's just get rid of some rubbish first. You know, I've made a complete mess of the other side of it. Well, you don't know because you haven't seen it, but trust me, it's a complete mess. In a similar state now to the front, to the other, this side now. So, we've got that. Yeah, we've got it that way round. We are going to put something on here. Is that too much with that? I mean, if it was more this way, I don't know whether it's too much. I quite like it, you know. I quite like it. That's definitely too much on there. You could always have a black and white onion. I don't know why you'd want a black and white onion, but we could always have one. There's always that option. Always. Got one of them, which covers it all up. No, I don't want to cover it all up. I like it too much. I like it. And I like it. I like it. Is that too much? Right, okay. And that's definitely going on. Whatever happens, that's going on. So I'm just going to go over it a bit, make it a little bit more oldie looking. I mean, it's already oldie anyway, so, but make it looking more oldie. It's like me with a tan, I look a lot older, so, although I do think lots of people do, especially if you go a bit leathery. You know, if you've been out in the sun a lot and not looked after your skin. So. Luckily, I've looked after my skin because I'm pasty. I.e., I don't get a choice. I live in the UK. There's not a lot of option in the UK. It's, you know, you're pasty or you have to lie in the sun constantly for the 2 days that it's sunny. Quite like that on the back. Don't quite like that. I don't know. No, I'm going to leave it as it is for now. I mean, I might stick some. I will stick something in the back. It's hideous, but I think that's. So what I might do? No, don't. Just like we thought about that, didn't we? But I don't know. No, I don't like it. So, but what I do want is I want a word of some kind. A word. A bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. 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 No. Dave, stop trying to find things just to stick on it for the sake of it. I won't stick things on it for the sake of it. Let's get a word. People, frames, flowers, streams, words and quotes. Let's get that out. That nearly fell off, but didn't. Nearly, but didn't. There we go. Let's get a word. We're gonna have something written on it, and then whether it goes that way or that way, I don't care. Today is full of possibilities. No, I want something that's less dimensional. What do you say? Small acts transform the world. The problem is it's too small. I know small acts transforms the world, but it's too small. Sorry. We need a bigger act that transforms the world. See, I pull the bottoms off all of the things that all the digitals and stuff. That's an E. Quite like it. I don't know though. No. Sorry for the tone. Childhood Maxim Gorky. I can tell these are from China because they make absolutely no sense whatsoever. They're Happy Prince. No. There's a lot of no. So we know what we don't want. That's Granby Telephone Company again. I like that. I do like that though. Can we use it again? I've used it before. I mean, of course we can use it before. But before, again. Oh, shut up, Dave. Oh, London Road. I like that. London Road. I like that. Monopoly. No. I have to look. You just have to sometimes just put it next to it to see. And your brain can go, nope. That's fine. At least you've tried it. Otherwise your brain would be like, oh, what if? Just give it a go. Oh, there's a number in there. 73. No. We could cut them out. Right. Well, when I say we can cut them out, you don't have to do anything. I do. More to the point, can I cut them out? Get the scissors. Oh. The scissors. The Holtzy scissors. I'll try and do a bit of a rounded corner on that bit. And there. I think that's where I need to curve. Round. No, it is. Just there. I'm trying to keep a bit of a white border as I go. I'm trying to have a bit of a curve on the bottom, on all the corners, although that was a bit much. Too much of a perfectionist on this bit. Cutting out. We might just have a number 7. No, I'm going to go for a number 3. I'm going to go for the number 3 as well. So I'm not going to cheat and just cut out the number 7. I'm not that bad. Well, maybe I am. I don't know. I'm not going to look at the clock again. We're just going to finish this and then we're done. And who knows? I might have been doing this for the last 75 minutes, and you're going, well, I thought you were going to stop at an hour, but I don't know. In my head, I've been going for another 20 minutes. In reality, reality, I'm not going to look at the clock just yet, because all it does is it puts pressure on me to say, Dave, you wanted to do an hour and you've done 5. But we're going to get these 2 tags done, and then we're going to call it a day. So if you're still with me, I'm so grateful. One thing you do need to do is give it a like. So click the thumbs up. You can do that on most devices these days without actually leaving the video. So even if you're watching on a TV, you can use your remote to just go up a level and press up, and then you should be able to like it without coming out of the video. So and you know something, I'm making a very concerted effort to do that for everybody I watch now. So watch your video, I will at least have given it a like, because I know how it feels. So right, I'm going to ink that up a little bit. Don't want to over ink it, but don't bend it, Dave. I have 73 London, or we could have 37 London Road. Let's go 37. It was just to mix it up a bit. Why ever not? Because you can't get the glue out. That's why I do. No, you can. Doesn't matter whether it's 37 or 73. I still can't get the glue out. Pop that on there. Maybe I should have left a bit more glue on it, because it's 3-dimensional. We need it to fill the gaps. I'll leave that one a bit more 3-dimensional. Yeah, you see that's 3 is peeling now. That needs a bit more. See, that's not sticking now either. Just behave, people. Well, you're not people, are you? But numbers. Just behave, numbers. Right. Put that on there for a minute. Does it have a flat bottom? No, it doesn't. That's no good if it doesn't have a flat. If it has a recessed bottom, that's not going to help me, is it? That can stay on there for a minute. Let's take the back off this. We might have to glue it as well. Might use the 3-in-1 though this time. You just get a bit better adhesion on this kind of thing. Ooh. Feel like I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry if I blinded you. No, things have really gone wrong if I blinded you with that. Deafened you. That's what I meant. Oh. Sorry, I made myself laugh. Now I'm going to start a coughing fit. It says 2 London Road, but we don't mind the whole 2 London Road thing. Oh, look, they're not going to be straight, are they? One of these is going to be able to peel off. It did. Right, okay. These are going to be the bane of my existence, aren't they? I'm wondering if it's because it's the blown vinyl, it's not sticking to it because of that. Anyway, let's put that on, and hopefully that'll stay. Yeah, there we go. So, let's put those away. After the day I've had, we'll put them in there. Oh, don't want to tempt any more fate. Thanks very much. Pop that over there. Put these away. The dog see the rabbit, etc. Oh, doing a lot of throwing things on the floor. These in here. Oh, look at those little tiny blackberries. I think they must have been cut out by Brian. There's no way I'd have cut them out. I'd have said, oh no, forget it. That can just go somewhere else. One goes. I've put the wrong lids on the wrong things, but never mind. Can go over there. Those can go in my little bin. They can go back in the box too, from whence they came. Skibbity doo, come on. Pop that in there. There my glue pages, pop them down there. And then we can have a look what we've done. They can get out the way. That can get out the way. And that can definitely get out the way because I don't want to take my finger off. So, I mean, I know I haven't cleaned up properly. I know that goes quite well on there. I might put it on, but I don't know. I might keep it for a journal. Oh, it's completely fallen apart. I might not do anything with it. So, there we go. So that's what we've done in an hour and 15 minutes. That's not as bad as I thought it was. So, okay, cool. So we've done these two in an hour and 15 minutes. You know, I mean, there's some work to be done on this. So, like, we can clip the corners off for a start. Get that bit done. Take all of the corners, because there's nothing blocking this one. And then I can put something on the back of here. That needs to be glued down a little bit more, but that will do for now. There we go, and that's it. So I need to do something with the back, but that's fine. So that's what we've made. We've made two tags with little windows in them, little windows. And that windows may well be the subject of my next video. We're hopefully going to be doing something with the windows on the diorama journal. So come up with a bit of an ingenious thing. I'm just waiting for the glue to dry to see if it works. And if it does, I'll see you in the next video. If it doesn't, you'll see me crying somewhere. No, you won't see me crying. Anyway, so I'm going to go. I've got to go and put something in my eye. It's very sore now. Well, or maybe get something out of it. That might be the reason why it's very sore. Right, shut up, Dave, and off you go. Thank you very much, folks. Thanks for spending some time with me. Thanks for spending the last hour and 17 minutes with me. And I will see you all in the next video. So remember, my name is Dash of Dave. I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. And I will see you all very soon. Take care, folks. Love to you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of love and lots of hugs. And I'm going to go and wash my hands. Take care, folks. Bye.